Hey, how's it going? In today's video, we'll be taking a look at what led to the cancellation of the Jetix series, Yin Yang Yo. Today's video was requested by Waku, who tagged me in the post on Twitter. So let's get to it. Cue the intro.
In a world of chaos and disarray, brother and sister save the day. Yin Yang Yo! Yin Yang Yo! Yin Yang Yo! Yin Yang Yo! Yin Yang Yo!
She did it!
Yin Yang Yo was created by Bob Boyle. Boyle's career began as a freelance illustrator for the magazine publications Business Week and Nations Magazine. Boyle would soon land a job at the animation company Phil Roman, where he worked on the animation series Bobby's World and Garfield and Friends. Boyle would later get introduced to Fred Seibert and began working on various cartoon shorts for the series Oh Yeah Cartoons.
Oh yeah, cartoons!
Because of his work on Oh Yeah Cartoons, Boyle was able to work on other series at Nickelodeon like The Fairy Odd Parents and Danny Phantom as the art director and the producer. Boyle was developing the pilot for Yin Yang Yo while his other series, Wild Wild Wubsy, was going into production for Nickelodeon's Nick Jr. block. When trying to pitch Yin Yang Yo for Disney, Boyle states that Disney usually does 3 or more pilots and then tests them before picking up a series. So he was in competition with others who was trying to pitch a series to Disney. The idea for Yin Yang Yo came from a trip that Boyle and his wife made to Little Tokyo. This is where he saw a little girl wearing a t-shirt that said Samurai in Training. Boyle thought that this was adorable and that a tiny samurai would be funny, but he ultimately decided to use bunnies as the main characters because he felt that bunnies embodied his vision perfectly, and he also thought that bunnies were cute.
You're irresistible.
As he began to further develop his series, he remembered a previous experience he had with a couple of networks in the past and how they wanted ideas that appealed more to either boys or ideas that appealed more to girls. So he decided to use this opportunity to create an animated program that could reach both audiences. He merged one idea with another and gave the characters a sibling rivalry. Disney would later pick the series up for its Jetix block.
The Woo Foo warm-up! Now that you move like a Woo Foo, you have to look like a Woo Foo! Foo fight! That's what I call mouthing on! Keep an eye on that one!
What's going on in here? And why didn't you invite me?
Yin Yang Yo! Today at 4:30, 3:30 Central on Jetix.
Yin Yang Yo premiered on Jetix on September 4th in 2006. The series was one of the first original series to be produced by the Jetix Action Block. The other two were Get Ed, which came out in 2005, and Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go that premiered in 2004. Yin Yang Yo had 2 seasons with a total of 65 episodes. Like I mentioned earlier, the series creator Bob Boyle was also producing another series for Nick Jr. called Wild Wild Wubsy. Because of Boyle's busy schedule running 2 TV shows at the same time, Steve Marmel, who worked with Boyle as a writer on The Fairy Odd Parents, was brought in to help. Marmel was offered a long-term contract for Jetix to help produce Yin Yang Yo, thanks to the recommendation of Bob Boyle, who needed assistance on producing the show due to his busy schedule. The animation was done in Flash by the Canadian animation studio Elliott Animation, the same animation studio that produced Total Drama Island and 16. Yin Yang Yo follows 2 anthropomorphic twin rabbits named Yin, who's voiced by Stephanie Morgenstern,
Master Yo is going to give us a big important test that's going to test our Woo Foo skills!
and Yang, who's voiced by Scott McCord.
Stupid mousetrap! Stupid yak!
Yin and her brother Yang are training to master the mystical martial art known as Woo Foo. The twins are taught Woo Foo by an old grouchy panda named Yo, who's voiced by Martin Roach.
Dude, don't you have any Woo Foo wisdom you can dish out here?
So, learn from that.
Yo was the last remaining Woo Foo Knight before Yin and Yang came along. This is because after the fight with the Night Master, Season 1's main antagonist, the Night Master used an amulet to wipe the minds of every single person on the earth to make them think Woo Foo was a dumb martial art, and also to make people forget about his existence.
Throw the Amnisulet.
But your clothes are all reds and velvet. It will completely clash.
Just throw it. None of you will remember this. No one on this world will forget.
Throughout the series, Yin and Yang battle against the schemes of different villains that poses a threat against them and the town they live in. Like Carl, the evil cockroach wizard, who's voiced by Jamie Watson. In the first season, the Night Master plans to return to the world and uses the help of different supervillains in order to gather information on Yin and Yang, as well as potentially sever their close relationship in order to make them easier to defeat, since Woo Foo's the Night Master's biggest weakness. Master Yo isn't aware of the Night Master's schemes due to the power of the amulet, but he knows that a great evil is lurking somewhere in the distance, and he tries to prepare Yin and Yang in both the might and the magic parts of Woo Foo, since they'll need both in order to defeat what's coming ahead. The series drew inspiration from other series like Samurai Jack, Teen Titans, and Fooly Cooley. The music was created by Michael Tavera, who also created music for the series Time Squad and Mucha Lucha. To be honest with you, when Yin Yang Yo was airing on Jetix, I watched it, but it wasn't something that I felt like I had to watch. It was just a show that I watched while waiting for Power Rangers Mystic Force to come on. Also, after rewatching this series for this video, I didn't realize how much this show got away with, considering the fact that this show is under the Disney name.
By getting Yang to take a bath, we kill two birds with one stone.
This is the foulest funk butt ever!
Why, thank you.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
The series was nominated for a British Academy's Children's Award and a Golden Reel Award in 2007. Yin Yang Yo's final episode, titled Yin Yang Who, aired on April 18, 2009. The second season ended on a cliffhanger, even with a new Night Master being introduced. Because of the cliffhanger, it was assumed that Yin Yang Yo was getting a third season. But unfortunately, as soon as the Jetix Action Block closed down, another season of Yin Yang Yo was never produced. Apparently, there was a rumor about a third season being announced in 2010 that would have aired on Nickelodeon, but I couldn't find any actual sources to back up this rumor. But Boyle did want it to expand the show's universe and even wanted to make an anime-style spin-off of Yin Yang Yo. But unfortunately, this didn't happen. Reruns of Yin Yang Yo will air on Disney SD Canada until 2012. At the time of this recording, Bob Boyle's most recent work was producing the Netflix animation series Chico Bon Bon. Stephanie Morgenstern, the voice of Yin, is doing behind the scenes work as a director. She even has a very own website that shows projects she's worked on in the past. Scott McCord, the voice of Yang, is the voice of Owen in the Cartoon Network series Total Drama Island and Total Drama Rama. Martin Roach, the voice of Yo, is the voice of Paul Barker in the Netflix series Go Dog Go. And Jamie Watson, the voice of Carl the Evil Cockroach Wizard, is the voice of Dog from the series Dog and the Pony Show. Yin Yang Yo may be over, but old episodes still can be found online and even here on YouTube. So if you enjoyed watching this series when it aired on Jetix, feel free to give it a watch.